Hello everybody, my name is Cul Blu, and I'm bringing you guys random podcast number 82, and this one is Ability Draft Edition, which, for all those who don't know what Ability Draft is, either you guys have been away from Dota for a while, or you're living under a rock as of right now, but Ability Draft is a new ability, or new mode as of recently, where you basically get a random hero, a random base person, and you get to draft your abilities as you guys see here. So there's a lot of details that go into this. There's a lot of things to look into. Like, you can do so many different strategies. Like, I've seen a sniper with crit, CK's crit. I've seen a Medusa. No, not Medusa. I've seen a Razor with Medusa split shot plus. I think he had headshot, which is a little weird because it only works on the primary target. But anyway, you can see all kinds of strategies all over the place, and this game all goes down to how do you choose your abilities in the draft, and are you able to get everything you wanted? And the long answer to that is no. The short answer to that is no. The long answer and short answer is the same thing. You generally don't get everything that you want. But we see the heroes on the top. Those are the people on the side of the Radiant. Actually, on the side of the Dire, and the people on the bottom on the side of the Radiant. That is their base hero, which means that they will level up according to those stats of those heroes that have that base armor and type stuff, that have all those kind of things. And a good thing to point out, like Timbersaw's base armor is 0 at I think every single level because of reactive armor naturally. So if he didn't get reactive armor this game, I would have kind of questioned his play because he would die very easily with no armor. But anyway, all that aside, we see the people picking up their abilities, and this goes by really, really fast. You have like 5 seconds when it's your turn to actually pick your ability, so you gotta think very fast. So I'll wait till the draft goes one way, and then I'll talk about the abilities, and then by the time I finish talking about that, it'll be going back the other way, which is now. So the first ability was picked by everybody. We have Ursa with this nice little Fury swipes, so that's going to be really good. It's going to help him out with his damage. We have reactive armor on Timbersaw, so it's going to help him out with his armor. Legion Commander, Moment of Courage, why not? That's a really good ability. Essence Shift on Necrophos, that's going to be pretty funny to see, because he's going to be getting a whole bunch of agility, but he doesn't really need it. I think he's just kind of getting it for the steal of stats. And we had Skywrath Mage go for that soul assumption, so he's going to be trying to nuke everybody down. Hopefully he has a regen to sustain that. Moonlightus, the other side, I can't tell who got what, but I think Lina got her. Well, Lina got 2 things. So she got Mystic Flare and plus a Split Earth. Nice little combination. Stun him and drop the ulti, and that's a guaranteed damage all the way through. Because the stun takes forever to go down, but it lasts for 2 seconds, and the Mystic Flare will be perfect. So Lina setting up her own self. Enigma getting all the stuns he possibly can. We have Drow Ranger actually going for the pounce, which would be really nice. She'll actually have an escape ability now. Chakram as well to help out once she does get somebody leashed. That's going to be some free damage, and that's pure damage coming out from Chakram as well. So that's going to be really sexy stuff. Moving on to Slark, naturally taking a Shadow Dance, a really powerful ability. I honestly think if I was playing, I would have first picked that because that's an extremely powerful ability. You can roam around and gank all over the place. Death Pulse picked up by Slark, so hopefully he does get the regen to sustain that. And really what it boils down to, all this stuff going back and forth, because like I can go through it and I'll end up talking about everybody again. But it all comes down to how balanced your build is and how OP as possible. How much synergy can you get between all your abilities, and also, can you actually sustain that? And to put the point very bluntly for Skywrath Mage, I'm a little concerned about him. He really needs to get Sadist, or he really needs to get something that gives him regen, because he's not going to have the mana to sustain Reaper Scythe and Soul Assumption. But if he does get Sadist, that'll be really, really cool and really, really nice. He actually picked up Fiery Soul, so he's going to be going for some right click. He got a few nukes. I would have liked to see the Fiery Soul on top of somebody like Legion. That way she can pop a Earth Shock. And actually, now that would make sense. Yeah, okay. I see what Skywrath is doing. This will work. So he's going to rely on his Fiery Soul plus Arcane Bolt to just synergize as well as they possibly can. Basically, the person who has this ability gets their attack speed and movement speed increased for every time they cast an ability, and it stacks up to 3 times. So Skywrath should be guaranteed to stack that every single time for 70 times 3, so whatever that number is, amount of mana. Moving on to this Necrophos, he's going for straight up retard build. He has Overpower plus Essence Shift plus Drow Ranger's damage, which means that he's going to be destroying anybody. He's going to be stealing his stats and killing them very fast, and it's going to be a very, 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 very awesome thing to watch because Necrophos' range is actually really good. Moving to Enigma, he got his Eidolons, he got his Black Hole, nothing too crazy there. He can set up his own stuff with it, Chaos Bolt into Lightning Strike Array into Black Hole. Use the Eidolons to get some extra damage as well, or he can just go jungle with those for now. Moving on to Drow Ranger, she got herself a Reality Rift, which I'm actually not too fond of, but she has a Reality Rift, and she also has herself Slark's Pounce, so that's going to guarantee that she gets a leash at least. So I guess that's what she was going for. So all that said, all that done, let's go ahead and talk about the people that are in the game. I'm going to do introductions just momentarily. Got to change my settings, as I always do, because it's not Dota unless I change my settings. Oh yeah, audio, let's turn that on, just cause, just get in the habit of it. And then we're going to open audio on, let's hide this away, and alright, ability draft, random podcast number 82. I'm getting close to number 100, and I'll be happy when I get there. So, as far as introductions, start off on this Timbersaw. We see Mess on him. Moving over to this Skywrath Mage in the middle, we see Dictator. And on this Legion Commander in the jungle, we see dash dash dash, or underscore underscore underscore.
30 seconds
Moving to this Ursa, we see you always hurt the ones you love. So true. And then you just break their hearts because you hurt them that much. And last but not least, for the dire that is, on this Necrolite, we see Danton Trance. Moving over to the side of the Radiant, we see on this Chaos Knight, Shark Fix on him. Moving over to this purple person, on this Drow Ranger, we see the Apathy. So she's obviously going to have a lot of apathy for taking your life.
Heroes rode out to the field of glory.
Moving over to this Enigma, we see Ben.ya. It's like Ben.ya, but not as feels, you know. And on this Lina, we see Alrighty Then. And that's kind of funny because I was just watching some H. Ventura videos. Anyway. Well, on YouTube, watch a few clips. And on this Slark, who is the one that I'm expecting to be the carry for his team, we see Genesis, and he has Death Pack, he has Crit, and he also has his Shadow Dance. The only thing that's keeping Slark from actually being all that big of a deal is that he doesn't have Pounce, which I think Pounce on Slark is one of the most annoying things. Pounce plus Shadow Dance is one of the most annoying things in the world. Alright, so as far as abilities, I'm going to go ahead and bring up this new little tab that they added, because they know that people are confused, and boom, we can see the abilities. So as far as abilities go, I mean, the synergy on some people is not naturally as good as other people, but we see Drow Ranger, she does have some nice synergy with her abilities. We talked about it during the draft. She can pull somebody to her, she can throw a pounce, she can throw her Whirling Death, and possibly get a kill on top of somebody very easily. She's actually looking for a pounce here. She's going to go around the backside. We got CK coming forward. CK does have a Malefice, so he can't throw a stun on top of Timbersaw, but Timbersaw does have the reactive armor. 2 points inside that, going to keep him alive a little bit. A lot of damage coming towards him. He's going to be able to survive. And this lane is going to get a lot more dangerous once we get to Drow actually having her Reality Rift plus the pounce, because she had to walk quite a ways to actually get that pounce off. Anyway, starting from the top, moving our way down, just trying to make sure nobody's dying. Starting from the top, moving our way down, we see we got CK and Drow going in once again. We got Timbersaw about to be going down. He does have the Legion Commander call. He's going to go ahead and use it, get the HP regen up. Body blocks coming out from Drow, really nice job. And now Timbersaw gets hit with his own Whirling Death, taking a whole bunch of damage. They need her to kill him. They do get the first blood, and CK picks it up for himself. And yeah, Timbersaw versus Whirling Death, ironically, it hurts Timbersaw a lot as well, because he's a strength hero. And what does that mean, guys? That is right. Negative 15% of your maximum HP as essentially a nuke. That is no fun. That is no fun at all. Actually, no, technically it's not negative 15% of his... Actually, no, I need to do those numbers. I don't know if it's actually 15% of his maximum health, but it's 15% of his strength, which is the source of his health. So that does really suck. And now we got Ursa showing up versus a Slark, and Slark's going to get Fury Swiped to death, taking a whole bunch of damage, a few more right clicks, all this Ursa needs. I do like the synergy coming up from that. That is a beautiful thing to see. Ursa not getting kited. I'm so proud of you, Ursa, if you've graduated. Meanwhile, down bottom, the talk of the town for me is this battle lane, because I want to see how well Drow's going to do. Enigma, he has his stuns, I mean, just standard stuff. Not expecting to see anything too impressive there. Meanwhile, mid, we got a kill going from Skywrath on top of Lina. Hatred is up on Drow, who's actually going to be running away if she stops moving, so I can follow her. There we go. I can see what she has. Oh yeah, right. The Pounce plus the Whirling Death. Necrolite, on the other hand, he does have his Essence Shift, and that's going to be a really fun thing just to harass somebody out of lane. He's going to steal those stats for quite a long time. 30 seconds of stealing your stats. Just one of every single stat. And Slark, ironically, he's very weak versus it as well, because he's flimsy to begin with. So how do you make Slark more flimsy? That's right, guys, you take more of his stats. Moving over to this Lina, she actually has a nice little all blue build. She pretty much has all the Skywrath things except for Arcane Bolt. which is why I'm glad that this Skywrath actually did get the Arcane Bolt, because Fiery Soul plus that is going to be a very nice thing. Some really good synergy coming up from that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, everybody, I talk about everybody except for Legion Commander and Enigma all that much. And Legion Commander, she's fine. She's in the jungle. She has a. Before we talk about that, we got a lot of damage coming towards Timbersaw. Timbersaw going to be able to run away. The reactive armor actually keeping him alive, and also the heal as well. He has a Diabolical Edict. I did not realize that was even there. And now we got Ursa coming forward. He's going to get the Soul Surge on top of Drow. Drow does have a leap here very soon. The Maleficent from CK is doing quite a bit of work, and Ursa doesn't get any kills, but he gets a lot of free swords on top of people. Meanwhile, oh wait, no, down bottom again. We got Drow leaping, forced to leap away. The call coming out from Timbersaw on top of Ursa, so you can actually keep chasing and get some nice regen up on top of that. Drow out of mana for anything. She's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Really wish she can pop herself a healing salve or something, or a clarity potion. Not gonna be enough. Stun from Enigma on top of one person. Timbersaw gets 2 kills. And Ursa gets 2 kills before going down. And Timbersaw, he's on the wrong side of the river. If only he had a TP scope, but he's actually stuck here. He can't throw his call and continue to fight, but Enigma does have more than enough time to actually stand here and kill him. So it is nighttime, and everybody is looking. I mean, let's see what the levels look like. Actually, let's see if that shows up the items. Oh, I know it shows up with the chart. If you look at the last incident match, you see Skywrath Mage is leading that. I think he hasn't died just yet, but speaking of the devil, he actually might be losing his life here very soon. The courier actually went down outside the dire a long time ago. But Skywrath Mage taking a whole bunch of damage. He will not be going down. We got Timber Chain coming up from CK, trying to catch up to that Skywrath. The Skywrath does finally go down to the Lina, who actually gets a nice little track split up on top of that. And now Necrophos just getting all kinds of armor, all kinds of agility, still all kinds of stats, and this is going to be, oh man, it's going to be a sick thing to watch. You know, Lina able to TP out. Leech Commander did not find her. I don't know if she found her in time or if she found her at all. But Leech Commander actually has a Frost Arrows. So that's kind of cute. Jarring are going to continue to run, jumps away, eats an Arcane Bolt, and that's going to be it for her troubles. And this free movement speed / attack speed for Skywrath is just so sick. Because Skywrath, to me, has a really nice attack animation. And you don't really notice it until you try to go like a straight up nuke build on top of Skywrath, which requires you to build an E-Blade, so you can just do the most damage possible. And his attack animation, I mean, it's probably a little alongside as far as his backswing, which is like after he throws the attack, it takes him a while to actually remember that he's not attacking anymore. But actually, hold that thought. We got Slark versus a CK. Or sorry, Slark and CK versus a Timbersaw. And actually, here comes Ursa from the jungle. Ursa does have a duel. He's going to go for the duel here very soon. Death Pact coming up for Slark. Slark's not going to be able to get anything. Ursa actually does get the duel off, and he does get the kill on top of Timbersaw. Or he does get the kill on top of Slark, but not before. Actually, hold on. I have to go back and look at that. I don't know who killed who or who killed what. Somebody died during that duel. Actually, both of them died. Ursa got the kill on top of Slark, so Ursa gets the bonus damage. Which is going to be nice for him. Fury Swipes plus bonus damage equals easier kill. Although, to be honest, I would love to see, like if Ursa had everything except for Gravekeeper's Cloak and replaced that with the, Ascent Shift, that would be like the craziest thing in the world. Just getting so many stats, taking so much HP, and his attack speed is already going to get buffed because of Grave Chill, because it increases his attack speed by, yeah, however much he drained, which, if you use it on somebody who has a lot of attack speed, like the person who pops this Overpower, which I think is Necro? Yeah, Necro has Overpower. Necro does get pulled in by Drow. Drow is not going to go for Leech. The Leech will be coming out here very soon, presumably. Necro going to hide into the trees. He's going to get leashed up by Drow, and they do get the kill on top of him at the end of the day. Some creative stuff coming up from there. Lina at the Secret Shop buying her Arcane Boost. She actually might walk into death, because Ursa is here with a Grave Chill, ready for a target. And the range on Grave Chill is actually decent. Not going to find Lina, actually going to run into the jungle instead. And so far, so good. Both sides really utilizing their abilities. You have a very limited time to think things through, but they really thought them through. Anyway, Enigma versus a Skywrath. Skywrath's actually stuck because he got hit with a stun from Enigma. 3-second stun for him.
Double damage.
And a double damage going to be picked up by CK. As CK, where are you?
Radiant's bottom tower has
as CK roams on towards mid, he has his birds, he's ready to go for the fight. They find himself a Necrolite, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Oh no, Necrolite, you're dead, bro! And CK does get the kill on so
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation. Dire's top tower isn't well
going to be able to
moment.
get that. Meanwhile, bottom tower goes down.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And let's just take a look at the net
Dire's
worth
top
so I can see
tower
who's
is
actually
under
carrying
attack.
these games. So far, CK and Ursa are at the top of the charts. CK does have the ability to chase, so that's one reason why that is so. Ursa has the ability definitely to chase. He also has duel, and they're actually going to go for a kill on top of Enigma. Enigma going to be getting caught out with that Grave Chill here very soon. Enigma trying to run the corner. The Grave Chill does not go through. Ursa gets silenced up. He's going to be getting hit with the stun from Enigma. Enigma gets himself a nice little abilities. Beautiful stun coming from Lina. Nice follow-ups all around. Sadly, she has no mana for ulti, and she does go down to the ulti, her own ulti of all things. Ursa does get the ulti off, does get the duel off on top of Enigma and gets that kill. Now they're going to go for a kill on top of CK trying to run away, not going to be able to juke that far. Slark going to go toe-to-toe with the Timbersaw. Timbersaw does go down, and now it's Ursa versus Slark. Man versus... Man-Bear versus Man-Salamander. Ursa forces Slark to pop his ulti, so Slark will be able to run away. And that'll be it for all of that. So, a lot of craziness going around. Legion Commander, I didn't realize she picked up Ursa's ulti. But in Rage on Legion Commander is going to be nice, especially if she builds her Heaven's Halberd and AC and all that stuff. This gives us so much damage. And her, oh man, I thought about that too. Her Moment of Courage is going to hurt so much once she's at full HP, or once she's getting to full HP. Anyway, Drow going to be getting called. The ulti from Necrophos does go down to that. Skywrath Mage feeling like a baller from that. So sadly, he doesn't have any saves. He's actually going to be going down to CK with that pure damage, and Timbersaw going to come forward. Pops that Diabolical Edict, trying to get the kill on top of CK, but CK has those birds absorbing has those birds plus those creatures absorbing so much of that damage. And Timbersaw, that is a max Edict as well. But Timbersaw not able to get anything except for a few reactive armor charges. And actually, he's going to be getting chased here very soon. We got Skywrath Mage, or we got Lina throwing out the Arcane Bolt. She's going to throw a silence on top of Timber. Throws out the ulti as well. Just gets a little bit more damage. Timbersaw's still alive. Timber Chain came out from CK. I thought it came out from Timbersaw, but I forgot he doesn't have that. And now we got Ursa. He has Fury Swipes. Why not go for Roche? So he's going to go ahead and go for it. A very slow Roshan because he has no overpower. Going to be getting bashed in the face a few times. There we go. Grave Chill is what he wanted. Grave Chill versus Roshan is so disgusting. And now we got Necrophos showing up with those Fury Swipes, or sorry, with that overpower. Help him out with the damage. It's so funny.
Haste.
Roshan, 21, 22. How much extra damage? 460. Wow. So Roshan does go down. Arcane Bolt going to fall. Or is it Arcane Bolt? Concussive shot. Gonna fly out. Beautiful Lina stun. Gonna catch the Skywrath Mage. Skywrath Mage should be going down here. Enigma follows with the stun as well. Lina does get the kill. Now we got the fight happening around the side. We got Ursa showing up, trying to go for kill on top of something. Gets hit with the black hole. Beautiful black hole from Enigma, and that's gonna be the end of that fight. We got CK coming forward, going on Timber Change all over the place because hey, I'm Timbersaw, bro. Ulti from Necrophos. Oh, sorry, Necrophos ulti getting thrown on top of CK just to hold him in place so they can actually go for a chase. Skywrath does get credit for that little stun plus that kill. And now we got Lina in a lot of trouble. Does go down to her Laguna Blade, ironically, because she doesn't have the ability to actually take up all it without dying to it. Now we got Leech Commander looking for a chase. She has a Earth Shot, so if she does get into range, she will be able to drop that.
Tower is under attack.
She will be able to drop that and actually get a wow. And actually catch up to him. And she also has her Frost Arrows, which is still weird to watch a melee person who has an ability like that. Because the melee person will be able to throw a ranged attack. Like you see right there. Legion Commander throwing a range attack, range attack, range attack. But she has a melee attack. So Slark, trying to run away, he's going to be getting scouted out here soon. Trying to get out of range. Forced to pop his ulti so he can get the region that he needs. And he's actually going to get hit with a concussion shot on the backside. Meanwhile, Lina gets a kill on top of Legion because Legion dove a little bit too far. And here comes Necro with nice little hair on his back. Because he's a man. And they find themselves a wild Enigma. And a lot of damage coming towards Ursa. Kill does go towards Enigma with those abilities. That wasn't his ulti, but he got the last hit on top of that. Now the fight's going to be happening on top of Timbersaw. Timbersaw has no way to truly escape. He's going to be getting chased by Slark and company and does go down. They're the wrong forest. They are definitely the wrong forest. And it's really difficult to keep track of who's throwing what. I think it's most important to remember the big stuns. That'll be the most important thing. So, just to give you guys a refresher, because I know I'm as confused as you guys might be at home. These are the abilities on the map. We got the duel on Ursa plus the ability to chase, so he has some nice following, chasing potential. We got Timbersaw with the survivability with air quotes. He has everything except for Timber Chain, which I think he really needs. Press the attack. It's really good to use on an ally, but for Timbersaw himself, I mean, he'll be able to press the attack and then run away, which he'll literally have to run. Slark getting chased by some arcane bolts. His ulti does get procced because he is out of vision range. He's actually going to go ahead and TP out. Getting chased. Skywrath Mage throws out the ulti. Reaper Scythe. Not enough to kill him, but Skywrath still gets a kill. Excuse me. Some really silly things going on. Speaking of silly things going on, up top we got a kill going towards Ursa. He got the duel off, got the kill, and now they're chasing the birds and trying to see if they can get some more gold. And Ursa will be able to claim this gold. Nope. Bird dies, or gets resummoned. Not just dies. I don't know if it died to a creep. This is really silly to see Necrolite with this overpower plus essence shift, plus all the damage from Drow Ranger. So like he's going for a hard carry. He just needs to have a big item, like some crit or some actual damage item. Now, if you have Fury Swipes, oh my god, I'm so sick. Anyway, Timbersaw up top, he's going to be getting hit with a whole bunch of CC from Lina. Lina ulti does fly on top of Ursa, and Ursa does have a Vlad, so he's going to be able to regen up while he's punching people in the face, and also has Fury Swipes. Stun from Enigma. Enigma does not have a black hole, but 12 seconds, he will have it. 4-second stun coming up from that, so lucky you. Meanwhile, I thought I heard a duel. No, I didn't hear a duel, but Timbersaw does save the life of Ursa with that press attack. And a little bit of damage coming towards CK. CK heals her right back up with that Urn of Shadows, and yeah, they're going to back away because there's a wild Legion Commander coming in, and her blood is turning red. She pops that rage, throws out the Frost Arrows. Enigma can't run away. Nice little stun on top of Legion. Only 2 seconds though, not enough to actually do anything. Lina does hit a nice little follow-up stun, not going to be enough to actually do anything. And speaking of Lina ulti does fly on top of Slark, but Slark's like, bro, I got this. Meanwhile, Enigma ulti does go through, catches a Ursa, and Ursa does go down, and people are still fighting in the jungle. We got the nice little combination coming up from Drow Ranger, the potential combination. Yeah, potential of that combination is right there. A lot of damage going towards Skywrath, and Skywrath does finally go down. And at the end of the day, it looks like the Radiant do have a really nice hold on this. They have a really nice hold on this game. Necrolite, just go ahead and run away.
Has a nasty situation.
So he's going for 4 damage. He does get hit with a few stuns, pounce, and also locked in. Chakram does fly out as well. Necro does get the kill on top of Drow before he goes down. But he does, at the end of the day, still die. And double kills going both ways. So let's go and take a look at the items because, man, these items aren't going to make sense. Just to let you guys know ahead of time. But let's look at the items anyway. So we see, oh man, Legion Commander chasing the Slark with those Frost Arrows. And Legion Commander needs to go ahead and run away. She does run away. Slark is going to go and chase. Throws out a Death Pact. And actually hasn't picked up a crit because he doesn't really have all that much damage. And whoa, got the camera. CK taking a little bit of damage coming from that. Stun from CK from, stun from Enigma from far back. Lina gets a follow-up stun as well. That's a dead Legion Commander. These guys have been chaining the stuns on the Radiant. That seems to be the thing. Like, if you're going to play 5-man Dota, you got to change your stuns. So why not have one person have all the stuns? It makes sense to me.
Dire's top tower is not on top of things.
TP does come in. This is going to be a Necrolite all up in the middle of everything. Stun is not timed well from Lina, and Necrolite does cancel his TP.
Tower is under attack.
But top tower will still be going down. The rotations coming in from the Dire, they're not going to really be there. Mainly because, I mean, it's too dangerous to go out there alone. Take one of these. Speaking of being dangerous, we got Ursa. Gonna go be what Ursa is meant to be and go push a lane. Having all of the Gravekeeper's Cloak in the world, having all kinds of resistance and regen. Well, not regen, but just resistance. 73% magic resistance on him. And also he has, what was another one? His armor. 66% resistance from physical damage. Double damage CK, but sadly he doesn't have that many right-click abilities, but he can chase the crap out of you. And speaking of chase the crap out of you, Slark is going to come forward. He wants to go for the kill on top of one of these guys. Necro is here. Necro, I'm going to go ahead and pop that overpower. Gets healed up by Timbersaw. They're going to try to turn the fight. Stun from Lina does, stun from Enigma does miss. Stun from Lina is not going to be there. We got Drow on the backside throwing a nice little chakram, trying to catch a little bit more damage, and she pounced away. She has not pounced just yet, but she can pounce if she needs to. She gets cut off by the Ursa. Ursa walked in front of her and said, "Hey bro, nice little ability you got there." Throws out the ulti, catches her, gets the kill. Nice little stun from Lina, but it's not enough to keep her alive. Too many people here to kill her, and actually Drow's a little bit low. She's actually still flimsy. She's still flimsy. A big fight happened right at this where this rune would be. Nobody really getting the advantage. Okay, there we go. The advantage does go towards the Dire for now because they have more kills, and the Leech came in and ran the wrong way. She's got silenced up. She can't pop any abilities. All she can do is pop her Earth Shock and hope that she can stay alive, and she does in fact stay alive. Actually, no, I take it back. She doesn't stay alive. She immediately aggressive decision, ran the wrong way. Enigma's here with the stun, Chaos Bolt does fly. The birds are here as well to do chain stuns if they need to. Looks like they're not going to be needed. And Lina does claim that kill, and with that, split Earth. So the items, I haven't talked about them much, but we got Skywrath Mage going for a Rod of Atos. That's going to be nice for his HP and also for his mana, especially considering that his abilities are expensive. His ulti costs 340 mana, and once it hits level 6, once he hits level 16, his ulti is going to cost 500 mana. So Skywrath is going to need all the intelligence he can possibly get, especially considering that Arcane Bolt is so spammable at being a 2-second cooldown but 70 mana. You can basically easily burn 1,000 mana in 10 seconds. Actually, sorry, 20 seconds. Right. Cul Blu, good at math, I know, right? We got a Bloodstone already up on Lina, so she has the synergy that she needs. She has the mana regeneration necessary to cast her abilities. Split Earth is expensive. Concussive Shot is expensive. The Silence is expensive. Her ult is expensive. Everything Lina wants to have in life is expensive. So having the Bloodstone is going to be really nice for her regen. I just question her mana pool because once she is level 16, her ulti is going to be 800 mana, and she's going to be able to pop her ulti, pop a stun, maybe throw a silence, and then be out of mana.
Dire's middle tower is in the wrong end of business.
Yeah, she's going to be able to pop everything at least once. So I guess that's good. The Concussive Shot does fly. Is going to be able to catch a Legion Commander on the backside, and Legion Commander is going to continue to run away. Lina's coming forward, gets the silence off on top of Legion. Here comes Ursa, Necrophos, or Necrolite, whatever you want to call him today. But he popped that overpower. Will he be able to get the damage off is a big question. And the answer is no, because the Radiant do decide to back away. They claim the middle tower, and they're going to try to claim another middle tower. Blade Mill, Timbersaw, he's working on a Bloodstone. And both sides playing a little bit more passive than I would imagine they play. Drow, I think she's working on the Scotty, but it's really hard to tell because Aghanim on Chakram doesn't really do anything.
Radiant's top tower
that could be the only other thing she's going. Oh, Bloodstone, right? She could be going for Bloodstone as well. She has the 2 pieces necessary. Needs only 3 more pieces, which are still expensive. We got Roshan getting beat up right now by the Dire because the Dire said, "Hey, bro, we got Roshan access." Ursa taking up Roshan. Now Timbersaw's taking up Roshan. We have Necrophos with the damage. And sadly, his damage is still not all that impressive.
Roshan's death was in dire.
He just goes to Ursa. Immortality is his. He has a Blink Dagger, and he's ready to Grave Chill you to death. It's pretty much like a Blink Dagger Legion Commander right here. So it's a Blink Dagger Ursa Commander. He commands the bears to go fight and kill things, guys. That's how awesome he is. So 5-man Dota versus 5-man Dota. In a straight-up fight, I would imagine the Radiant should win this fight because they have the AoE stuns. They have the Lina with her Split Earth. They have the CK with his... Well, actually, no, CK doesn't have Lightning Strike Array. They have Enigma with the Lightning Strike Array. And they also have Enigma with the Black Hole, which is the biggest one. So they should win the fight theoretically, but they don't have the damage follow-up. Actually, speaking of damage follow-up, we got Ursa coming forward, doing a whole bunch of damage on top of CK. CK forced to fight inside the pit, and Ursa will be the one that goes down. Sadly, he didn't go down fast enough, so no extra damage to you, CK. Meanwhile, the fight's going to continue to happen. Like I said, the superior team fight should be going towards the Radiant. They are definitely flexing their muscles right now. The AoE control that they have is so sexy. Ursa forced to run away, use a Grave Chill defensively, and now he's going to get slowed by a concussive shot. Necrophos going to take a whole bunch of damage coming out from Drow. Now he's going to get silenced, goes down. And the Radiant says, "Not today, bro. Not today." So essentially, 5 people died for the price of 1. And of course, it's 5 people because Ursa had Aegis, and Aegis was popped.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
But the only thing about the team fight coming out from the Radiant is that it's not really that dependent on the Black Hole, especially considering the fact that they have a lot of control. I mean, they have the stun from. They have the pounce from Drow Ranger. They have the stuns from Enigma. They also have, what else they have? They have another stun. Well, it's not a stun, it's a silence. They have a silence coming out from Lina. So it's, oh yeah, and also Split Earth, right? Split Earth, of course, it's another stun in there. And they have Malefice, what? Okay, so they have all the stuns. If you look at the Dire side, they have all the damage. So it's damage versus control. And until this late game where you have Necrolite actually have some damage items, like I keep saying, you're not going to see the people with the damage actually win out because damage is really relying on those items. As far as the damage output that could potentially happen from the Dire, though, if Ursa gets his attack speed up, it's going to be sick because Fury Swipes do stack when you punch people. I don't think Fury Swipes work while you're dueling, which is what you always hurt the ones you love might have been thinking when he was going for that. Alright, Blink 4 coming up from Ursa. Ursa's going to go for the chase. Lina getting caught out. Silences the Ursa. Takes a whole bunch of damage. The ulti comes out from Lina. The duel goes through. Ursa wins the fight very convincingly, despite all the damage coming his way because Timbersaw just healed him up. Now we got Slark coming in. Slark wants to go for the kill on top of something. Pops a Death Pulse. Pops a Silence. I think it's an Orchid. He about the Orchids. Yeah, pops an Orchids on top of Ursa. Now Ursa's going to turn around, go for the fight. He finds the Slark. Slark's ulti's on cooldown. Slark has a Death Pack. That's all he really has. He's going to be losing his life by the Ursa. One way or another, he was going to die. So much support coming from these guys. And Lina actually might be getting caught on. Necrophos is ready to go for the kill. Pops himself a Fury Swipe. Pops himself an Overpower. Does get caught up with a stun plus the combination from Lina, so enough nuke damage to actually kill him. Not enough right click coming out from Necrolite to actually kill the Lina. Now Lina is on the run. No true chase ability coming out from the Dire, so they're gonna just have to be content with their own abilities and hope that Lina stops. TP support galore is coming out from these guys. Lina hurting herself a lot. Hopefully she doesn't use an ability because she will kill herself, and she actually doesn't. Timbersaw does go down. Ursa got himself a duel on top of Lina, so he got more damage. 78 extra damage coming towards him. CK, Malefice is on cooldown, or maybe he doesn't have mana for it. Looks like he doesn't have mana for it. The stun from Enigma will be able to hit on top of Ursa, and Ursa does go down for 469 gold, which is a decent amount of gold. It's about the price of boots these days. We got Leech Commander going for the chase on top of Drow Ranger. Ironically, Drow Ranger's getting slowed by her own ability. Sucks so much, but she force staffs and she gets force staff and she pounces forward. And Leech Commander is now officially in trouble. Can't really do anything but stand still because so much control coming out from the side of the Radiant. And the only thing that fights this control, guys, is BKBs. And let's see who's getting close to building that BKB. Ursa is working on the BKB. Legion Commander's working on the BKB. Necrolite's working on the BKB. We've got BKBs all the freaking way around. And on the side of the Radiant, of course, control is expensive, so they need all the regen possible, and we have all kinds of regen. We have 2 Bloodstones, Orchid Malevolence on top of Slark, Slaughter, excuse me. And we also have, to some extent, Earth Shells plus Ghost Scepter plus 4 staff. I mean, just more stats plus more mana pool for CK. So if this game does go late, like I said, the victory should go towards the Dire, theoretically speaking, because they have the better damage output.
Dire's bottom tower
Blink Dagger on Enigma. He's ready and willing to go kill any and everybody.
Wasn't slippery enough already.
You know what, Timbersaw going to go ahead and solo some Ancients because he has freaking free armor. Getting all the armor in the world, getting all the gold as well. Plus 82. Let's see what the other one is. Okay, it's going to take... Good lord. Timbersaw, hurry up. Plus 94. And the Ursa took the other one. Legion Commander not really having all that many, or all that big of an item, or all that big of an impact in this game. Her items are lacking, for lack of a better word. The main reason is because she's only died 7 times, guys. She's only died 7 times, and all 7 of those times, I think, were in the pursuit of killing people. Or maybe just in the midst of a team fight where she was getting kited and died. So Necrolite gets Blunk in on, gets hit with the Malefice, gets hit with the Rod of Aeton's Ghost on top of Enigma's face. Enigma trying to run away. A nice little horn call coming out from Timbersaw, keeping him alive. And now the damage comes towards Enigma. Enigma does go down. Beautiful targeting coming out for Ursa. Good choice. And they're going to go for the chase on top of Slark, but Slark forced to pop his ulti. Meanwhile, we got CK pop himself a Ghost Scepter so he doesn't take any more damage. Eats an Arcane Bolt after that Ghost Scepter runs out, being as efficient as possible. And you see the control breaking down. I mean, the damage from the Dire is more than what the Radiant can deal with. To be honest, to be fair, and like I said, if this game does go on for a long time, the Dire should be in a better position to win this game. You can have all the control you want, but once you start popping those BKBs, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Blink 4 from Ursa. Ursa has his duel in 16 seconds. And Soul Assumption charges on Skywrath Mage is actually pretty high. I didn't realize he had that. Should have been paying attention.
Gallant Radiant have fortified their structures.
Nice little combination coming out from Lina, and we got Ursa trying to go for the fight. The pullback coming out from somebody. I think it was from Drow Ranger, trying to keep him away, but does get the kill at the end of the day. Now Ursa does go down. People are dying left and right. Timbersaw forced to pump himself a Blade Mail. He should be dying regardless. Not enough damage to actually kill anybody in the backside of that. And now Necro is going to go TP away. Nobody has a stun. The Reality Rift comes out from Drow Ranger, but it's not a stun. It only pulls you back, and it does not stop you from doing what you want to do. Sadly, CK didn't have enough mana for the Malefice. Like I said, those abilities, that control is expensive. Speaking of expensive, Skywrath pays the ultimate price and loses his life in the pursuit of killing people.
Radiant's bottom tower
And the fights are looking a little bit
uninvited
better for the
guests.
Dire, but still, the control from the Radiant is still relevant. Keep in mind that Enigma did not use his black hole. If there was a black hole involved in that fight, I think the Dire would have lost everybody, and the Radiant might have been able to push the tower. Which actually brings me to another interesting point. How much push ability does the Radiant actually have? I'm glad you asked that question, guys. Let's go ahead and check and see. We have the Enigma Eidolon, which is going to help out with pushing. We have the Dragon Slave on Chaos Knight. Jeez. Man, old habits are hard to break. We have the Dragon Slave from Chaos Knight, which helps push the lanes as well. You also have the Whirling Death coming out from Drow Ranger and the Chakram as well. So they can push lanes, but I don't think it can kill towers all that fast. Enigma was really the only big source of we got a lot of tower damage. Or we got a lot of damage to deal to the towers. But on the other side, the Dire, they have Diabolical Edict. That's pretty much the best one in this pool, or relative to this pool. And also Overpower as well. If Necrophos ever builds his damage up, Overpower is really going to help him kill those towers. So there you have it. And speaking of towers, we have the Radiant. They are holding on to quite a few towers. They have lost only 2 towers, and the Dire have only lost 4. So double the tower gold going towards the Radiant. And if you look at the goal graph, which is what I meant to bring up, you can see that the goal graph is in favor of the Radiant by 4,000. So all the towers that the Dire have lost is basically the gold that the Radiant have made, are in the lead of. But to be honest, I mean, let's put it fair. So it was 2 tower advantage on the side of the Radiant. So that means there are only 2,000 of that gold is actually team fight plus farm gold, and that reflects what we've been seeing. Like I said, the Radiant have better control. I don't know how many times I can say the same thing. But anyway, we got the pull coming in from Drow Ranger. They're trying to go for the kill on top of Necrophos. Necrophos will be able to run. Beautiful blinking coming up for Ursa. These guys can't do anything to stop us ever popping Enigma black hole. And the fight will be happening. Ursa will not be winning the fight on top of Enigma. He was the one who's actually getting do it up. Meanwhile, Drow Ranger does get killed in the midst of everything. Actually, no, she stays alive. Arcane Bull's going to be chasing her. She has no more regen. I think it just might be enough. And yes, it will. It will just be enough. But Legion Commander just there to make sure. Just you know, insurance. Lina working on the Eagle Song because she wants an E-Blade for more damage. And also the armor is going to help her out as well. She has 10 armor right now. And also her attack speed. Her attack speed is decent too. Enigma blinks forward on top of Ursa. They do go for the chase. They're going for the full pursuit. Ursa's silenced up. He can't really pop any abilities, but I don't think he has an ability to actually really pop. He can pop himself a Grave Shell's really bad. Meanwhile, Slark coming in. Slark does pop the death pack. He can pop a nice little heal to get a little bit more nuke damage and also keep himself nice and healthy. Pops his heal. Doesn't really matter. Goes down at the end of the day to the Skywrath Mage. The Skywrath Mage is getting silenced 2 kinds of ways. Getting silenced by Orcans and also getting silenced by the Ancient Seal. Yeah. Oh, look, another fight. We got Drow Ranger found herself a Legion Commander. Legion Commander can't do anything but turn and fight like a man / woman because she's a woman. She does get hit with a nice little slow coming up from Lina from the front side, and the silence goes down as well. And there's a dead Legion Commander. I think if she would have turned and fought Drow earlier, she might have been able to get the kill on top of her. But hey, hindsight's 20/20, guys. Meanwhile, Lina finished up her E-Blade, and she's ready to nuke down any and everybody who decides to show up. And let's see how close those Dyers are to their BKBs. We got Timbersaw's working on Ags. Because he has what ability? Because he has Lightning Strike Array. So no BKB for him. Necrophos is almost at his Aghanim Scepter though. He is, whatever, was that 900 gold away? About 950 gold away from that, or 975. He actually comes forward, gets hit with a nice little Malefice coming off for CK, and here comes the stuns, everything going down on top of him. He should be dying here one way or another. Goes down, easy kill is easy. And they can't have too many losses like that. They really need Necrophos alive, and they really need Necrophos to hurry up and finish that BKB and actually get some damage. I think what the Dire is suffering from is they're suffering from not really knowing what their roles are. Or not really figuring out what their roles are fast enough. Necrophos is their main source of damage because he has an overpower. He also has an essence shift, which should equal a dead person pretty fast. But he hasn't been able to right-click anybody.
Isn't well at the moment.
So to the items because the items are still very interesting. Like
Dire's
CK built a Ghost Scepter. What? I want to say he's working on a Sheepstick next, or maybe a Link Sphere, but a Sheepstick would be nice for more control, and also the region would be really sexy as well. Now Roshan versus Ursa. Who's going to win this fight? Of course, Ursa should. That's Aegis plus Cheese. That's the third Roshan that we've seen this whole entire game. Aegis goes to Ursa, Cheese goes to Skywrath, and they're ready to go and fight. Let's see if they can actually get anything, because all the ultis are off cooldown, except for Legion Commander's ulti, but that's was it Blood Rage? Enrage, whatever, close enough. And she actually has a courier, and the courier is still walking, which I think is the funniest thing in the world. The courier is still a walking courier on both sides. Actually, no, the other side upgraded the courier. But if BKB is up on Legion Commander, she's ready to go for the right clicks, and she's ready to not get focused down. Let's see if they're going to be able to use that to her advantage, because Enigma's ulti does work through the Magic community, for those who don't know. And it does still hurt, for those who don't know. Well, it doesn't hurt, it just puts you in a bad position, because you can't do anything for the whole entire time that he channels it, which I think the max channel time is 4 seconds. And he has an Aghanim Scepter now, so that means people are going to die that much faster. Oh my gosh, guys, I didn't really think of that. So an Aghanim Scepter on Enigma's ulti. They upgraded it recently, or the patch before this patch, which is where ability draft came from, the last patch. But the patch before the patch where ability draft came in. They added another ability to Enigma, where if he gets Aghanim Scepter, he upgrades his ability, and that upgrade is basically, it adds Midnight Pulse to the bottom of the black hole, so we'll be able to see that here very soon. We got the BKBs getting popped by both sides. We got so much damage getting done on top of, who is this? 4-staff forward, 4-staff left, 4-staff right. CK finally going down. The duel falls. Ursa going for a fight versus Lina. Lina doesn't really have any more damage because she already popped her nukes, and she's actually going to go for the nukes anyway on top of Ursa. Ursa will be going up, but he has Aegis, so that'll be fine. The question is, will his buddies be able to continue the fight? It looks like the answer will be no, because they're all dead. Enigma actually got his ulti off, but he did go down at the end of the day. Slark able to claim that kill on top of that Drow Ranger. Or on top of that Slark. And the cheese getting eaten up by Skywrath, so nice little bait coming up from him. So much damage coming on top of Lina, so many soul assumption charges, so much damage as well. Ursa blinks forward, finds Lina. Lina looking for Roshan, but there's no Roshan here. Drow Ranger's on the run, and we got Skywrath has an ultra kill right now. The abilities are strong with this one. Drow trying to use a creep to get away, but it's not going to be enough. She has a pounce in a few more seconds. If only she had herself Slark's ult, then she'll be untouchable. But the blink, the chase, these guys are out for blood, and they're going to find it, and that's a team wipe on the Radiant side by the Dire. And the Dire's saying, bro, you got all the control in the world, but we still got the damage.
Dire's bottom tower is in turmoil.
So my question is, will they be able to push out on this? And the answer is, yeah. Timbersaw is left in a few seconds, and he'll be able to go Diabolical Edict on the tower.
Is on its way
and once you even up the tower gold, I mean, the gold is 5,000 in favor of the Radiant, and I think it's still going down. It's still on the decline because everyone on the Radiant side is dead. Which means that people on the Dire side are farming. But once those towers get evened up, I mean, it's going to be a more scary picture for the Radiant to actually face. Like, the fact that they were able to be so sticky towards Drow Ranger, as in, like, they were able to just chase her so hard, despite the fact that Drow Ranger had Shock Room, despite the fact that Drow Ranger had Reality Rift, despite the fact that she had Pounce, it's pretty scary. And a 4-staff. It's, like, really, really scary that they were able to chase that hard. So, I mean, Bloodstone coming up on Skywrath Mage, he's going to actually get that. Excuse me, he's actually going to get that soul booster so he can get that mana plus those stats and everything else. And meanwhile, we got a fight happening in jungle. Legion Commander going to get caught out. Does go down to the Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight going to go ahead and laugh. And here comes his fight on the side. Enigma ulti is on cooldown, but it doesn't really matter. He's going to die here very fast anyway. A stun coming up from Enigma. Beautiful duel coming up from Ursa. He's going to be able to get that kill, get the extra damage. 132 damage to Gryffindor. BKB popped by Ursa, saying no damage for you, bro. Trying to see if he can find a target. He finds a Drow Ranger, but she's way too slippery for him to actually go for. Meanwhile, the fight's going to be happening on the front side. Necro like trying to go for the man fight, but does lose the man fight because he's already dead. He's a zombie. Or he's a poke, whatever. Skywrath gets his ulti off, gets a whole bunch of damage. Leech comes out from Drow Ranger before she went down, or before she ran away. And Drow Ranger just being as obnoxious as possible, trying to be as mobile as she possibly can. All she needs is a blink dagger. And that's gonna be the end of it. So at the end of the day, the Radiant are able to squeak out on top on that fight. The Dire, Legion Commander will be up very soon. But anyway, oh, never mind, there goes the team wipe.
That was hot.
Lina with the nukes. Lina with the nukes. Dire's middle tower is under fire. Dire has strengthened their structures.
Dire structures are fortified, Drow Ranger has boots of travel, so she can be anywhere in the map at any point in time that she wants to be. Well, not at any point in time, but relatively speaking. BKB coming out from Legion Commander. She's going to try to go for the kill on top of Lina, but Lina does have an E-Blade, so Legion Commander needs to be very careful. But that also means that Lina can't do any damage to Legion Commander while that BKB is active. But I think that was the first time she popped her BKB. So, oh, no, second time. Pull comes out from Drow Ranger. A lot of damage coming towards Legion. Legion uses that armor to the best of its ability, and she stays alive because of it. Meanwhile, BKB comes out from Necrophos. Necrophos trying to go for the kill on top of Lina, but Lina a little bit too evasive. Necro can't find the targets. He will find a Drow on the backside, pops himself overpowered, goes for the damage on top of Drow Ranger. She's losing all her damage because her damage is agility, and now we got a black hole from Enigma, able to get that kill. And Ursa shows up, throws out the grave shield, gets stunned out by Enigma, gets slapped in the face. Drow Ranger should be able to run away from this now. And the kites are strong with these teams. But the Enigma ulti plus Death Pulse is actually pretty strong. We got Sheepstick getting used from CK on top of Ursa, and now we got the Ghost Scepter from CK just because he's like, bro, I got a Ghost Scepter, let's go. Drow going to be taking a little bit of damage. She does leap out, and she is going to be able to get there in time. CK using his burst to the best effect. Enigma blinks forward, gets a stun on top of Timbersaw. Timbersaw, 2-second stun. He will be able to do something. Pop a Blade Elise and does a lot of damage. Enigma does take a whole bunch of damage. Ursa blinks forward, finds an Enigma, just wants a duel, gets pulled back by Drow Ranger. Every time I go out, they pull me right back in. And here comes Drow taking all of the damage in the world. Actually, no, Ursa taking all the damage in the world. I didn't realize the Dire were dead that fast. And the Radiant, the control, proven to be a little bit too much for the Dire to deal with. And deal with it, they haven't been able to.
So well.
The big ultis and the evasiveness coming out from the Radiant is a little bit too much. And it's working. I mean, like I said, if this game does go late, which I was gonna honestly say about the 45-minute mark, then the Dire should be able to actually kill everybody on the side of the Radiant. And speaking of kill everybody, we got Necrophos showing up, getting all kinds of damage on top of Slark. Only 7 of those stats stolen. And Necrophos comes forward, Necrophos gets pulled back, gets hit with a whole bunch of damage, gets hit with all kind of control in CC. Legion Commander comes forward, luckily she has no duel, throwing out the frost arrows, trying to get the kill on top of Enigma, does get that kill. And the question is, will she be able to survive afterwards? And the answer is no. Gets eaten alive by everybody who's here left on the Radiant. And the Radiant are pretty healthy. I mean, they're still ready to fight. CK has a Sheepstick.
Thanks.
They're ready to go again in 12 seconds. Oh, right, and they also have Earnest Shadows on CK, so. The stun coming up from Lina. Silence on top of Timbersaw, so he can't pop anything, and he just goes kaboom. I remember I said about that ability to push, didn't really matter. You can have Diabolical Edict, but if you can't survive long enough to use it, it don't mean squat. Ursa blinks forward, he might be able to get a duel up, but I think Drow has way too much HP. She actually uses Sheepstick, or Sheepstick gets used on top of Ursa. Ursa forces pop his BKB just to run back into base. And he is going to be able to make it in there. He is going to be able to make it in there. I would like to see Ursa with Overpower plus Moment of Courage. Because that would be some really, really sick lifesteal. So much control. BKB gets popped by Necro. Necro trying to go out and do a little bit of damage to Lina, but not going to be all that much. I mean, the synergy between Essence Shift and Overpower is really great if you're agility. We got Skywrath getting called. His own ability does go down. Nice little E-Blade play coming out from Lina. Legion Commander going to go ahead and chase the Lina, trying to get some more damage, but she can't attack all that fast. Ulti coming out from Skywrath Mage on top of Lina. Lina does go down, and now we got the ulti coming out from Drow Ranger? The Chakram coming out from Drow Ranger, trying to keep these guys chased, and Legion Commander taking so much damage. Does finally go down. Necrophos, no Sadist, no nothing, does go down as well. The towers, the Fountain can't even kill this Drow Ranger. And so much madness is going on in front of this fountain. I'm just gonna sit here and watch it. It's like, this is ridiculous. The duel, we got a duel coming out from Ursa. So much regen coming towards the Radiant, but the TK does go down at the end of the day. The Dire are able to get that, playing that one at least. And Black Hole from Enigma catching everybody who's left alive. Oh no! Oh no! They're all dead, guys. Guys, they're all dead. That Black Hole. And Dagon 5 or Dagon 3.
Dire's ancient needs defensive
but that was a sexy Black Hole to end the day.
Radiant victory.
And that's the end of the game, so there you go, you guys see ability draft. It's craziness. And to commentate on it, it's madness as well. But anyway, I made it through because I wanted to bring you guys this video of ability draft. Things played out not how I expected, to be honest, but hey, that's the way of Dota. So anyway, that's it for this game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My name is Cul Blu. This has been Random Podcast number 82, Ability Draft Edition, and we saw some crazy strats and some crazy fails. But at the end of the day, it's all about Dota, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys whenever.